Keane Barry. Now, pleased to say that Dan Dawson has breezed into the building to improve the standard of the darting description. No end. Good afternoon to you, Daniel.
Bullseye.
Good afternoon,
Keane.
Rods.
Won the ball.
I trust you've seen some things already on this board.
Oh, I've seen some
Keane to
things.
throw first. Game.
I was aware of the Zonovel Białecki madness. Is there going to be more Polish-related tomfoolery in this one?
180.
Well, no tomfoolery to start there from Keane Barry. He's all business early on with an early 180. Krzysztof Ratajski,
120.
the man who has the air of a Polish assassin. Still ranked in and around the 25th spot
100.
in the world rankings. Was up towards the top 10 a few years back. 2022. Had a great year when he was it 21? World Match Play semi-finalist in and around that time.
Yeah.
And World Series of Darts semi-finalist, I think, at the same year.
Quarter-final run at the World Championship as well. Won a whole host of PDC titles. And I've high hopes for this game, because whenever they've played each other, it's been of a very good standard. And also, they've shown stuff this year which is very impressive. Ratajski in particular, but Keane Barry played some great stuff at the UK Open and only savagely beaten by Gerwyn Price 10-9, despite leading 9-4 at one point.
Game shot
That's a
on the
lovely
first
start to the
leg.
match from Keane Barry.
$100.
Mentioning the World Match Play, the race is on now, well and truly, to qualify for this year's event at the Winter Gardens.
140.
And Ratajski is pretty safe at the moment, ensconced in the qualifying positions for those who aren't in the world's top 16, those qualifying via the Pro Tour Order of Merit. He's up in 9th of the 16 qualifiers at this moment in time, so he's in a good spot, Krzysztof.
Yeah, it's about 14 grand buffer he's got to the first unqualified person, and that feels like
100.
it'll be enough. You don't know, of course you don't. There's still plenty of darts to be played.
Well, things would have to go wrong for Ratajski, and a lot would have to
99.
go right for a lot of players for him to be denied a spot at the Winter Gardens, a coveted spot.
140.
Barry. Yeah, I mean, you could easily see an unheralded winner of the Euro Tour take a massive jump with 35 grand, and then it's people directly below him just outperforming him by 2, 3,
96.
4 grand. It's lots of things that need to happen. Some of them wouldn't be beyond the realms. Keane Barry leaves himself very handy. Ratajski's going to have a look at the 106. One treble combo. He could stay there. I don't think he will. Double 16. Yeah, lovely stuff from Krzysztof Ratajski.
Cleaned it up beautifully, and in terms of Barry's hopes of qualifying for the match play, very slim at the moment because he's down on 43rd spot in that race, and he's got to be in the top 16 of that race.
Yeah, and ultimately he is looking, winning one of these is not going to put a big enough dent in it. He's having to win a Euro Tour, he's having to win 2 of these. It's a lot of things that need to happen for Keane. But he's not a player who's been to the match play or the Grand Prix before, whereas Ratajski obviously is. He's been a fixture for
140.
a number of years. And impressively seems to have come back to something like his top form, maybe not his very top form, but very good form in the last year or two, when it really did look like he might be drifting away. Missed out on the World Grand Prix a couple of years ago for the first time in years.
Sorry, 123.
Well, we saw a 3-figure out shot from Ratajski. Barry is going to have a look at one here.
99.
But his opponent isn't on a finish, so he's got nothing really to worry about here. He doesn't have to concern himself too much with taking it out. That's not to say he won't attempt to on double 19.
99.
Well, it was a 12 darter to start. He was left on a double after 12 in leg 2, and he's just missed a double for a 12 darter there. Keane Barry's averaging 120 at the minute.
140.
It's a lightning quick start.
And he's not certain to even lead after 3 legs. He will if he hits double 8. Can he adjust? He can.
Game shot on the third leg.
But had he missed that, still averaging a whopping amount, he could have been 2-1 down after 3 legs. With a break of throw, by the way.
121.
Ratajski not too shabby, up near 110 average at the moment as well.
100.
So a majestic start to this match. The winner will face either Michael Smith or Martin Lukeman. Former Grand Slam winner or a Grand Slam runner-up.
134. 96. 180.
Krzysztof Ratajski with the first max for him in this match, leaves 66 after 9. These two are threatening 4 visit legs, left, right and centre.
78.
66 for Ratajski. Ball is found for double 8. Wow,
Game
that's a
shot on the
lovely finish,
fourth
utilising the first to help him slot in the second.
Surely.
140.
Couldn't place it on top, but that's exactly where Keane Barry wants to be sticking his first dart, just above the bottom wire of that treble 20.
96. 140.
Back-to-back ton 40s, Barry down to 221, Krzysztof on 405.
40.
Oh, and he's in there again. This is majestic.
177.
Well, Keane Barry, having seen Krzysztof Ratajski leave 66 after 9 darts in the previous leg, he's left 44 after 9 darts.
99.
Ratajski is back in the 200s. Double 16. Next door for double 8.
28.
He'll come back. Ratajski's back on 266.
96.
Well, that leaves 170.
Game shot on the fifth.
Doesn't matter what he
leg.
leaves now. Barry moves back into the lead. 3 legs to 2.
And a warm welcome back to the scoreboard.
140.
Very much so.
How we've missed you.
Well,
60.
you can check the accuracy of Dan Dawson's working on the back of an envelope if you want to go back onto a website and find all the scores. I can assure you he was scribbling away like nobody's business there, but it was incredible mental
60.
dexterity on the maths without the aid of a calculator or a computer or the laptop.
It's just all up there, Rod.
140.
Well,
60.
Ratajski has been behind in this match on 3 occasions by a solitary leg. On the previous 2, he's managed to tie it up. Trying to do it again here, but under pressure now, and no mistake.
Just crashing that third dart into them, and somehow it's Dukes of Hazzarded its way between them and into the treble 20.
140.
Ratajski down to 101. Barry's got a look at this. He had a look at this in leg 2 and couldn't take it. He should get a chance here. Double 14 for a 12 darter. And the 4 visit
Game
legs
shot
keep
the
on
sixth
coming.
leg.
Keane Barry is averaging 113.
And that, you feel, is the leg that matters most out of the spectacular legs he's won so far, because that
139.
was the big break of throw to go 2 up. And if he can hold here, he's 3 up with 4 to play.
99.
When you see Barry play like this, you do wonder why he hasn't
100.
ignited completely and charged up the rankings. But if he did it every week, he'd be in the top 10, wouldn't he?
Yeah, true, but at the same time, it's very easy to forget how young he was when he first turned up.
140.
Like, he's 23 years old. He's younger than, I think he's still younger than Jan van Veen, who obviously is a much more recent addition to PDC Dart. But he's been on the tour since that time. He's not lost his card. He's managed to stay on the tour. He's built himself a little platform
98.
to then try and reach the next level, and maybe we see it this year or next year or the year after or whenever, who knows?
Yeah, he has got what they call in modern vernacular
94.
a high ceiling.
Well, this may be a new high ceiling because his career best in terms of averages is around the 111 mark, and he's currently clicking along at 114.
60.
And if this goes, he'll only need one more leg to get the job done.
Game
And
shot
it
on the
does go.
7th leg.
Well, he was playing well anyway, but the last 3 legs have been absolutely exquisite.
13, 12, 13.
45.
Which fact fans, you're looking at around that sort of high teens, 100 teens average.
Well, Krzysztof Ratajski was going with him
100.
for, let's say, 4 legs, but then it's been too much for the experienced Pole. Has not been able to go with Keane Barry's kick.
100.
I mentioned that when they play each other, it's always high quality. The winning averages, 98 has been the lowest. They've been 103, 106,
100.
100. But this might be the best of the lot because Ratajski has not been bad. He's averaging in excess of a ton himself. But the chances have been so limited because Keane Barry has been so
180.
good, and that's another max.
And that will hike what appears to be the losing average still more.
60.
And maybe I'm doing Krzysztof a disservice here because he hasn't lost yet, Dan, has he?
He hasn't. And over on the other streaming
83.
board, we did look for a moment like Callan Ridds might be able to beat Charlie Manby from 5-0 down. But Charlie Manby wasn't playing like Keane Barry's playing here.
96.
Can Krzysztof stay in the match? Treble 14 would have left double
53.
16, didn't find it, but on most normal occasions, you'd expect to be back. This does not appear to be a normal occasion. Tops!
105.
Were you surprised he missed it, Dan?
Yeah, it's the only thing missing from this world-class display from Keane Barry. A massive checkout. But
20.
doesn't matter, because he's back at tops, and surely he doesn't miss this. Be the worst leg of the match, a 16 darter. Or a 17 or 18. And a
Game shot
17 will
and the
do.
match.
It is a
Keane
6-2 victory for Keane Barry with genuinely world-class stuff from start to finish. It is not a new PB in terms of averages. It is a mere 109.5 as Krzysztof Ratajski, the Polish Eagle, a man in form, is swept aside by the young Irishman.